Hi guys, this is Paige Soule, and thank you for attending my workshop. My workshop is on motivation and one's drive to succeed. There will be a handout going around that you can fill out throughout the presentation, and there's a section at the end where you can write any notes or questions that you have. And if you have questions, I will get to them at the end. First of all, what is motivation? Motivation is a stimulus that can direct behavior, thinking, and feeling. There are different types of motivation. Incentive motivation is an association established between a behavior and its consequences, which then motivates that behavior. An example of incentive is you're writing a paper and you decide to watch an hour of Netflix every 3 pages that you write. This gives you positive reinforcement and makes you want to write more. There's extrinsic, which is the drive or urge to continue a behavior because of external reinforcers. An example is bagels and coffee might give a person extrinsic reinforcers to attend a boring meeting. There's intrinsic, which is the drive or urge to continue a behavior because of internal reinforcers. And an example of that is reading a book that's interesting, which can bring intrinsic motivation to read more. My objectives of this workshop is to help you develop a growth mindset and teach you how, to help you determine your motivation matrix, and to help you figure out how to positively motivate yourself. How to develop a growth mindset. There are 5 different ways. You can challenge your brain, always think critically, work with others, learn how to learn, and be positive. If you challenge your brain, it makes you think more, and it helps you determine whether what you're trying to do and what you're trying to succeed in is what you really want to do. Always think critically, because if you know 2 sides of the story, then you know what to do and what to say. Just work well with others, be positive, and learn how to learn. There's the motivation matrix, which is internal positive, which gives you challenge, desire, passion, satisfaction, and self-validation. If you have this type of motivation, the outcome is usually successful, you feel fulfilled, and you're happy. External positive is recognition and appreciation from boss and coworkers, financial rewards, stable life. The outcome is some success, mostly fulfilled, dependent on others for continued success and good feelings. This is basically like what motivates you is you want to be recognized. The internal negative is threat, fear of failure, inadequacy, and insecurity. You're motivated to do whatever you're doing because you don't want to fail and you don't want to be inadequate. And if you live this way, the outcome is considerable success, high rate of burnout, and unhappiness. If you fear failure all the time, it will lead to unhappiness because that's all you're going to think of. You're not going to think of the good, and you'll be scared that you're inadequate all the time, and you'll work yourself to death. There's external negative, which is fear of loss of job, insufficient respect from boss and coworkers, financial pressure from significant others, and unstable life. And the outcome for that is some success, anxiety-ridden, and unhappy. How can you positively motivate yourself? Get motivation from people in your life. Surround yourself with people that know you and they know what you can do, and they tell you that you can succeed and they don't bring you down. Locate the optimism. That's basically the same thing. Surround yourself with optimistic people. Try to stay away from pessimism. Stay focused. Don't fear failure. Picture your success. Make it fun, because if you're not having fun, then you're not going to succeed. Don't compare yourself with others. That'll just lead you to feeling like you're inadequate and you don't know what you're doing. Keep it to 1. That basically just means that there are multiple things that you want to be successful in, but try to stick to 1 at a time. That way you can succeed in it. Take a break because you don't want to overload yourself, and plan big, however how small. So you can have big plans and big things that you want to succeed in, but choose a small thing first, because otherwise you will overload yourself and it won't really help you succeed. There's prime motivation, and prime motivation means working hard consistently under the most challenging conditions. It involves doing everything possible to achieve your professional goals. Prime motivation begins with the 3Ds, which are direction, decision, and dedication. You need direction because you need to know where you're going to go and where you're trying to go. Decision, because once you make that decision, it makes it very easy to figure out how you're going to succeed in whatever you're doing. And dedication, because if you're not dedicated, then you're not going to try your best. And then there's my references. Thank you.